Hi, in this video I'm going to discuss screen animations. Now to do that I'm using an information event, which is this item here, and in this event I have two screens. I've got the start screen that's got a background image on it and this label item. I have added screen 2, which is a user-defined screen, which has got a different background on it and obviously a different label. So it's nothing more than two screens. Now I'm going to explain how you can make animations between the two screens. Now before I start I should say that I am using RightBooth version 7.7.8 and you need to get that because there are some modifications that have been made recently that fix a few bugs and also add a few slight tweaks to the animation system. So let's have a look at it. If I go for properties, you can see down here that this screen has got no animation on it. But what you can do is literally choose one of the animations in this list. So I'm going to start with card swap. Now once you choose an animation you get to see the actual animation properties, and by default you've got the in and out values set to 0.5, the speed value is 1 and the fade in and fade out properties are both ticked. So let's have a look at how that works, and the way to do that is to just switch from one screen to another. Make sure that this tick box is checked, this transition checkbox. So I'm going to switch to screen 2, and what will happen is that RightBooth will apply these animations as you move away from this start screen. So let's do that. Now it's a bit quick that, so I'm going to go back to the start screen and I'm going to change the speed, which was 1 second, so I'm going to make it 3 seconds, and I'll switch to screen 2 again just to watch the animation. Now as you saw there, screen 1 was fading out, which is this property. It was also reducing in size down to half its size. This is what the 0.5 means here. And screen 2 was fading in, and it was also fading in from half its size to the full screen size. So let's take the fades out and try it again. Let's go back to the start screen. I'm going to reduce these down to 0.1 and 0.1. So now screen 1 will reduce in size to 0.1 and screen 2 will start from 0.1 of its original size and it will increase back to 1. Let's just do that again. Now if I go back to the start screen and set these to both 1, then there will be no resizing happening. You'll see how that works. So effectively now you see them sliding backwards and forwards in a card swap animation. Let's go back to the start screen. So the in and the out normally affect the size of the screen as it animates. A value of 1 means that the screen never changes in size, and a value of 0 means it changes from its size right down to 0 size. So let's try a different animation here. Let me try curve on left. Now all that will happen here is that screen 2 will curve on from the left, so let's have a look at that. So it was a bit slow. Let's put this back to 1 and try again. Now back to the start screen, we can see that it's not resizing, but I want to resize it, so I'm going to make it curve in from half its size. Let's try again. In fact, let's make it curve in from size 0. So you can, I'll just slow that down so you can see how that's happening. So I'll just make that 3 again. Switch to screen 2. And there you can see. So let's back here. I could actually fade it in while it's happening. I could also fade out screen 1 while it's happening. So let's do that again. Notice screen 1 fading out, screen 2 fading in. Now another thing you can do is to set different animations on each screen. So on the start screen here I've now set it to zoom in. Let's have a look at that. Switch to screen 2. Again back to screen 1. Let's do that again. Now on screen 2 you can see that it doesn't have an animation, but what I'll do is I'll add a different animation onto screen 2. Let's call it zoom out. It's using the same values, same speed and the same in and out values. So let's just switch between them now and watch what happens. So that's quite a nice effect. Let's try screen 1. I will change it to push left. Let's have a look at that. Let's go back again. So this time I'm not going to have any resizing. So now we should see screen 2 pushing screen 1 to the left. And there we go. Now on screen 2 I'm going to push to the right. Again, no resizing. Let's see what happens. So there's quite a lot of flexibility with this, and you really just need to experiment with the different values to see how you get on with it. Let's just do a spin on off here. Let's make this 0.5 and this 0.5, and there we go. Let's just do that again. I'll slow that down actually so you can see it a little bit better. Let's make that 3. I'll take the fades off as well and watch what happens. One more time. So have a play, see what you can come up with. There's lots and lots of different combinations and there's lots of different animations to choose from. Thanks for watching.